My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. The Bookie Killer. Back with my ride-along host, the Paparazzi. What's up, brother?
Man, we haven't done this in quite a while. I think we've got a lot of fans and followers looking forward to this podcast today.
Yes, we have got hundreds of DMs talking about where the fuck is the podcast. They want those golden nuggets bad.
I think they do, and I think they need them.
Oh, no doubt about it. I know that this summer has been phenomenal for VIP Sports. We've broken records on business. We've made people millions and millions of dollars as a whole. We've been breaking these sports book. As you see, I got clients coming in every single week. But what I'm excited about, preseason football starts tomorrow.
And it starts with our team, so I know you have lots of information. I know a lot of your sources have been out over at their practice field.
Correct. Well, and it's not in our backyard. As you know, it's in Canton, the Hall of Fame game. But what the biggest misunderstanding about preseason football, and I've reiterated this every fucking year, NFL is one of the hardest sports to make money betting sports.
The hardest.
Anyone that tells you that that's not true is a fucking liar.
Correct.
You know, like yesterday I got a phone call. A guy wanted some baseball. He's like, man, I ain't worried about NFL. I make like $500,000 a year. Click. Stop fucking lying, bro. If you're going to call and talk to El Scorcho, don't come with your lying-ass bullshit. Keep it 100. Remember, I'm a street dude way before I was a sports consultant making millions. So the biggest misconception of preseason football, you know who's playing. You know for how long. You get information on the third strings. The camp is open to the public. You have way more access to make way more money. So in reality, there's a hell of a lot more money to be made in preseason if you know what you're doing like me with information than there actually is in the regular season. Now, do I plan on tearing up NFL this season? Abso-fucking-lutely. But can you hit 80% all year long like you can in preseason? No, but fuck no.
Well, a couple other things. You know, with your sources, they actually know maybe the first 20 plays that a team's running. And also, for guys who think the NFL is so easy, there's a reason when you go to the sports books that they'll take limits a lot higher than they will over in baseball. And it's not because you the public, are going to win.
And, you know, the biggest misconception, again, is people think every game goes over. Well, they favor towards the under constantly. They get scared with these low totals. Like, what's the total tomorrow, 30-something?
32.5.
32.5. Oh, I'm pounding the over. Well, be careful, and we're going to get that, go over that today. But I'm glad to be back. Guys, football season is here. As you know, I'm the best sports consultant money can buy. Our podcast is a spinoff of our show, Money Talks. We're in deep filming of our new show, The $1 Million Weekend, which I'm very proud of. It's a lot of work. But unfortunately, guys, it probably isn't going to be coming out till March of next year.
Yeah.
We got baseball news. And by the way, podcast number 365.
Keeping you alive.
Goddamn right. Our show is sponsored by that BlueChew and the Money Team. Let's get right into baseball news. Baseball legend Vin Scully, the longtime Dodger legendary broadcaster, died Tuesday night at the age of 94. Scully called Brooklyn and Los Angeles Dodgers games for 67 years. He began in the 1950s era of the Jackie Robinson and then in the 1960s era of the Don Drysdale and Sandy Koufax. The dude was an absolute legend. He lived a phenomenal life, and 94 years is a pretty fucking good life.
Yeah, I mean, the only other broadcaster, in my opinion, that even comes close to him was Ernie Harwell. Growing up in Detroit, I had listened to Ernie Harwell for a long time. But, you know, you talk to everybody, and, you know, Vin Scully is at the top of everyone's list. And it's very sad that he passed last night.
Moving on to, yes, and RIP to Vin Scully. Vegas News, Planet Hollywood, and a number of casinos on the Strip, including some sports book, experienced flooding from the monsoons. I think everybody saw that picture I put out of the Circa with the big-ass hole flooding through. Now, a lot of people are like, did it really rain like that? Was it really crazy? Compared to what you guys are used to where it rains a lot, it was absolutely nothing. Yeah. However, Las Vegas isn't built for rain at all. So, yes, we did have major flooding. We did have a few people having to get evacuated out of their cars. But were we running around in hysteria crazy up where I live and where Poppy lives? No, not at all.
I actually went out to dinner for my birthday with the skipper, and the storm that flooded Circa and everything like that, he was driving home. He literally called me and told me he literally almost hydroplaned off the freeway 3 times. He took some surface streets, and it says, turn around, don't drown. He almost drowned. And I told him, get right back on the freeway. He was freaking out like it was the biggest storm of his entire life, let me tell you.
Well, coming from Philly, I remember when Skip first showed up here to work fucking 10 years ago, he had his car with the hail damage. Do you remember that?
I remember that,
There was at least fucking 500 fucking hail bumps in his fucking car. So he should know what real shit is. But did it really affect us? No. But the way Vegas is built, it was a little crazy. It did fuck up some shit. And downtown, I'd have to say, and the east side got hit the hardest.
Yeah, I actually, we had dinner for my birthday downtown. I left probably 5 minutes before the torrential pour came down there. So we got real lucky to get out of that.
Yeah, so did it affect Summerlin or anything like that? Not at all. Anyway, guys, as you know, it's football season, which, by the way, I don't know why the fuck all these people take off baseball like we've discussed. If like we get thousands of calls a day during football season and only hundreds during baseball. Yeah. If all these guys that are getting into football now would have called 2 months ago, you'd have a 6-figure bankroll going into football season, not playing with any of your money. However, it's not too late. We'll still make you a bankroll in Major League Baseball and preseason.
Yes.
Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in. We'll get back with you with a free pick. If you guys want to place an order, you go to our website. We take Visa, Master, Discover, Amex. No one in this industry does because these all guys have no business license. They have no office. They're not a real corporation. Anyone that tells you that they only take Apple Pay or Cash App or this, that, and the other, it's because they're not a legitimate business. They're pitching in their underwear in their fucking rental house and don't take credit cards. That's the reason. Because when you deal with banks, if you don't have this thing called a corporation and a business license and an actual office, you're not getting a merchant account with Visa and MasterCard, period. So you guys want to place an order, go to our website. We got packages for all size, shapes, of sports bettors. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. Now, this is very important. It's stalker time, isn't it, Poppy?
Big time. When football starts, they all come out.
You're going to see hundreds of accounts being made acting like they're me with my picture, pictures of my family. Make sure you look for the blue check for my verification to make sure it is me because everyone in the industry will be in full stalker mode because they all want to do what I'm doing.
They'll even record his voice. They'll use his lines. They will go nonstop. So make sure that you are protecting yourself. Make sure you got the blue mark and make sure you're dealing with the legitimate VIP Sports.
What about little Dick Willie? He practices lines in the fucking mirror, everything we say word for word, just to try to be like us.
He's told me that. Personally, he's told me that.
Fucking embarrassing. Well, he ain't getting no shine from us. No, I haven't heard from that. Have you heard anything out of that guy? He ain't getting no money.
I heard that he was in some legal trouble, and I think it's good if he just closes up shop.
Yeah, or shut his fucking mouth before he gets his ass whooped straight the fuck up. But anyway, you're nothing, little Dick. So go suck Barbie's cock, and we'll keep making millions over here at VIP Sports.
It's Bobby's cock, or Ken's cock.
Ken?
Yeah.
No, the tranny that he dates' name is Barbie.
Oh.
That's real deal.
You know, I know. I saw the pictures, but you were saying Barbie. I was thinking the girl, Barbie.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a dude. That's
so
a
Ken. I'm saying Ken.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up. Now, you guys keep asking me, where's the sports book reviews? Where's the Motivation 101? Well, I'll put Poppy on blast while he's here because Poppy had some health problems over the last couple months. It's not his fault. Before that, it was my fault. However, I'll ask. We're going to do some sports book reviews, some Motivation 101s, and get this motherfucker.
I'm going away on a horse racing business trip for a week. The second I get back, yes, we are committed to filming. We want to get you guys a lot of new content. We love getting you guys the content because we know you enjoy it. So, yes, you have a 100% commitment for me to start filming a bunch of stuff.
And by the way, to all you little stalkers out there that do stalk us and try to make fake pages and be me, find something else to do with your time, bro. Like I said, come by the office and knock on the door. If you're broke as fuck, I'll throw you $1,000 just to go the fuck away. Just like when I'm gambling on the $100 machines, you've been around me.
Oh, yeah.
If you come up and try to talk to me, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to leave me the fuck alone.
Well, like Jordan Belfort said, those are fun coupons to you.
Fun coupons all fucking day. They're nothing but fucking paper. I got it by the fucking ceilings. Stacked, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, want to give a shout out to the troops. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate you supporting our country, active and inactive. It's people like you that allow us to be able to do our job, be safe, and make millions of dollars, and allow us to make you guys a second income. That's what this whole thing is about, guys, making a second income and treating it like a business. If you're one of those sports bettors that's new to the game and you're just being a fucking all-out degenerate, betting teams that you like, going home and watching the game, when you win, you're in a good mood. When you lose, you have an attitude with your children and your wife. That is not what this business is about. You have to treat it as a business. It's a numbers game. You fucking put them in all week, and as long as you win more than you lose, that's all that fucking matters. It should not change your life.
No.
And that's the whole reason why you need me. Focus on your day job. I'll handle your second income. The wait is finally over as the Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Las Vegas Raiders in the Hall of Fame game in Ohio on Thursday. The game is a pick'em with a 30.5 point sport. 30.5. Is that fucking insane?
It is insane. Obviously, some news has come out about who is not playing, so I think everybody's jumping right to that under, but it
I
may
hate
be.
to keep getting off track. We haven't done podcasts so long, but another piece of information is, do the guys want to work their field goal kicker? Do they want to run the fucking ball? This thing, that means so much when it comes down to these totals, guys. That information I actually get. I know what the plan of attack is on what the team is trying to do during preseason.
Right? Is there a quarterback battle for a backup? Who's going to be the third-string quarterback? How many quarterbacks are they going to carry?
Is it a defensive battle?
Correct.
Is it a cornerback battle? Like, you know, it's so many different things. Anyway, the total's 30.5. 71% of the public have been on the under. The under is 7-2 since 2010 in the Hall of Fame game. Last year's game was a 16-3 win for the Steelers over Dallas. The 30.5 point total is the lowest total for any preseason game since 2004.
Well, remember, these odds makers are sharp, and they adjust the line to so. So just because it's 7-2 to the under, maybe they've compensated that line to maybe get you to bet that under.
Now, I don't want to shout out Deshaun Watson for being a fucking punk-ass trick the way he fucks women and treats women, but I do want to give a shout-out to him for having the best attorneys in the motherfucking world.
Oh, man.
What'd he get? He six-game suspension? 6-game suspension for fucking around over 30-plus bitches, choking them, doing all sorts of shit. Is that amazing?
It is amazing.
Unfucking amazing.
I mean, how he survived that, not getting suspended for a year, not being banned, not being in jail, is amazing.
I don't want to see anyone go to jail. If you do something to a woman, you need to be in jail. But suspended for only 6 games, boy, you put a bigger dream team together than O.J. fucking Simpson did.
He must have spent a lot of that paper from that big contract he got.
He'll get more. Many television analysts say that 6 games is not long enough suspension. They think it should have been for the full season as a part of the ruling against Watson. The judge ruled that Watson, as a condition of his reinstatement into the league after a 6-game suspension is complete, must limit his message therapy to club-directed sessions and club-approved message. Therapists for the duration of his career. That's no fucking big deal.
No.
At all.
No.
Like I said, 6-game suspension. I would have to say that judge loves Deshaun Watson.
I think so, too.
NFL news, what do we got?
Well, Kevin Hart was on the Pivot podcast, and Hart was shocked to find out that one of the podcast hosts, former NFL player Channing Crowder, said that he and his wife of 11 years, Asia, like to take annual exhibitionist trips, saying once a year, we go to a nudist colony. We go to a place where, like, you walk in and everybody just gets naked and walks around. Question. What are your thoughts there, Steve, on nudist colonies, and why do you think people go to these places?
I'm going to tell you guys the 100 on this shit, 100%. If I could go to a nudist colony with a bad bitch, with my wife or whatever the case is, and go there and be around other sexy people, it would be phenomenal. But every nudist colony has got 80-year-old men with their nuts hanging in the sand, women's titties looking like National Geographic, and they're usually over 50 years old. So am I supportive of going to these nasty-ass colonies? No. But you find a 5-star one where you got 25-year-olds to maybe 40 on a high level where you can look at my girl's pussy and I can look at hers, fine. Or, you can see, whatever the case is. But overall, do I want to go see another dude's dick hanging out next to me? No, I don't.
So I shouldn't tell them about, before I started working for you, those pictures I got when I was paparazzi of you and Kelly at the Nudist colony? I shouldn't tell these guys?
No. Yeah, of course you could. I don't give a fuck. But, for all you guys that like seeing old dick or you just like seeing dick, period, that might be a good place for Mozzie as a nudist colony.
What are you talking about? That's his favorite hangout.
Yeah,
he's the regular there. He's
just
Norm
front-
from
he's just
Cheers.
he puts fake fronting pictures at a club. And by the way, bro, when you're at a club, you should actually know the rapper that you're taking pictures with rather than pay him. They don't even know your fucking name. It's embarrassing, bro. Boss the fuck up.
He's Norm from Cheers over at that Nudist colony.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, Major League Baseball segment. Who's that brought to us by, Poppy?
Well, my favorite boys at BlueChew, and I've been using that quite a bit lately. Fall is here, and we could all use a stiff freeze. Fall isn't here. It's fucking summer. This episode, that's right, this episode is sponsored by BlueChew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where BlueChew can come in. BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So, no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. BlueChew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
And guys, just to let you know, it's time to get the fuck off the couch and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. And like I said, everybody could use a little benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform. BlueChew can help. We got a special deal for our listeners. Try BlueChew free when using our promotional code VIP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promotional code VIP to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We do thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. What's next, Poppy?
Well, we got some big news of the week. Obviously, the Major League Baseball trade deadline came and went. And the big winners of that were the San Diego Padres as they acquired 23-year-old superstar Juan Soto from the Washington Nationals. The Padres went from 18-1 odds to win it all down to 10-1 overnight. The Padres' big three are now Juan Soto, Manny Machado, and Fernando Tatis Jr. once he comes back from injury.
People forget about Tatis. These motherfuckers are stacked.
Now, here's a question. The Padres are the most likely a wild card team, but many experts say they are now legitimate title contenders because of the new big three and a pitching staff that has been good all year. Do you agree? You think maybe they can give the Dodgers a run for their money?
1,000%. I mean,
You do?
you remember in the beginning of the year they were doing some big fucking things and then they fell off as well. But I tell you what, if they don't with this lineup, I will be just as disappointed as when I see the Dodgers lose, considering they have a all-star lineup.
Yeah, I'm shocked that the Dodgers didn't get Soto just to bring him over to make them more of an all-star lineup. But I'm glad somebody else did, and I'm glad San Diego is going to make a run at this.
I wish, is there any team out there that you wish would have did a little bit better or got somebody? I wish the Yankees would have tried to get one more pitcher. They did get a solid pitcher, but that's all the Yankees are missing is a pitcher to win this title.
I agree. The Yankees are right there, and maybe one more pitcher would have done it. There's a couple other teams that I think probably could have used some more help and didn't go all in, so I'm a little disappointed. I don't know what the Cubs are doing, holding on to their catcher and a couple other players because they're far away from doing anything.
What about Seattle? They've been on a major motherfucking run, tearing everybody a new asshole. They did absolutely nothing.
Well, they got Castillo. Well, he's beating the Yankees today 7-1 as we're filming right now. So, he did pretty good. They picked up a couple players, but I agree. Is Seattle going to be able to go?
Seattle could have made a couple power moves and had a real shot. They're on fucking fire.
They are. But are they going to be able to go into a 7-game series against the Yankees?
Nope.
No, they're not going to be able to. They needed to make a couple more moves. I'm happy with the way Seattle's playing, and they could make a little bit of a run. But going up against the Yankees, no.
As of right now, I got to retract that nope that I just said because as of today, they can beat anybody, and they are pounding the New York Yankees today.
But they won't do it in the playoffs in a 7-game
Correct.
series.
Do I feel that they're going to do that in the playoffs? Absolutely not. Do I hope the Yankees perform in the playoffs like a lot of times they don't? I don't know. But we'll see. It's going to be, I'd have to say it's either going to be, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
It's going to be the Yankees and the Dodgers. Come on.
Weekend series. This, of course, sets up a big series this weekend in Los Angeles as the Juan Soto and the Padres take on their division rivals, the LA Dodgers. So we are going to see what they're working with. Are they going to be clicking right away? Probably not, but they could. Here's a recap. Ace Jacob deGrom made his long-awaited season debut for the New York Mets, and he did fucking great. He pitched 5 innings, struck out 6 batters, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits. But the bad news, Mets were almost minus 400 favorites and lost 5-1. Shout out to Purse Boy, who was on that game, minus 500, blowout fucking loser. If you guys send me $1,000, I'm going to make you $1 million today. I hit 50 parlays, and all 50 parlays hit. Fuck out of here.
Here's the difference,
You're
though.
so no one even listens.
Purse Boy has no information. You had information. We knew DeGrom was
We were
only
on
going to
the
pitch.
other side.
He was going. Well, DeGrom was going to pitch 5 innings. So if you like
the
DeGrom
total.
there, either play the total or you play the first 5 inning bet there. You don't play the whole game. Minus $4. First off,
We were
minus
on the other
$4. You
side
don't
of
even
the
look at the
side.
fucking game
Play
unless
the
you're playing the
total,
other side.
winner.
Correct.
When you have a minus 400, you don't go against it. You look at the total or you look at a different fucking game.
Correct.
Anybody that gives you a minus 400 or 300 or 250 that claims to be a professional sports consultant, 1,000% is a fucking fraud.
Run.
You guys at home don't need to pay a motherfucker giving you minus 400. You pay someone to give you underdog value, minus $10s, and games that get the fucking job done. Not some fucking clown, big-nosed midget on steroids carrying a purse that gives you motherfucking 5 losing units in 1 fucking game, and then goes on Instagram the next day and says that he hasn't lost a game all season long. How long can people do that before this business is actually regulated and people start going to jail for that shit?
I don't know. I hope it gets regulated.
If it was me doing it, I'd already be locked up.
Oh, yeah.
I got all eyes on me like I'm Tupac around this bitch. You know what I mean? Anyway, Braves picked up a few players at the trade deadline. Braves beat the Phillies 13-1 yesterday, which was Steve Stevens' personal play on the run line yesterday. They beat the Phillies 13-1 on Tuesday. Phillies are hoping to somehow get a wild card spot. Philly added Noah Syndergaard from the Angels to help out their pitching rotation.
They also added David Robertson as a either closer or mid reliever there. Phillies picked up a few nice pieces yesterday, and the Phillies definitely have the lineup to get into the wild card.
Let me just ask you, though, like the Atlanta Braves game yesterday, you had the boss of all bosses pitching for Atlanta. You have a reliever that became a starter yesterday. How hard was that to not realize that that was an easy blowout winner? Like, you don't even need me for a game like that.
No, right on the run line, minus $1.10 or minus $1.20 is what they went off at. That was a pretty easy play if you know what's going on.
And minus $1.15, $1.20. Not 80,
Yep.
15. Hottest player in baseball is my homeboy, the pimp of the year, Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees. Last week, Judge was 145 to win the AL MVP. A week later, Judge is now minus 450.
Wow.
Minus 450. Judge has hit 43 home runs since July 16th. Judge is 24 for 52. He's batting .462, and he has hit 12 home runs in those 14 games. Do you understand how serious it is to bat .462 in Major League Baseball?
He'd be getting walked for me if I was the manager.
Fucking insane. Yankees picked up Frankie Montas from the Oakland A's, a solid right-hand starting pitcher. Yankees also acquired Andrew Benintendi, and the Yanks sent Jordan Montgomery to St. Louis Cardinals for a stud center fielder, your boy Harrison over there, who should be back from injury fairly soon.
I like the moves that they make. Again, I wish they added one more pitcher like you had said, but the Yankees are going to be awfully fucking tough. I don't see a team being able to beat them 4 out of 7.
Yankees lost 8-6 to Seattle on Tuesday. Yankees play a tough interleague series against St. Louis this weekend. Yankees have been scoring run lately, but they scored 38 runs total in their last 5 games.
Yeah.
Hottest team in baseball currently is the Toronto Blue Jays. Hey, what's going on, eh? The Toronto boys out there.
Shout out to my buddy Pilon.
Who are 11-2 in their last 13 games. Toronto currently has the top spot in the American League wild card.
Yeah.
I made a lot of money on Toronto.
They fired their coach about 14 games ago, and they've been on this 11-2 run. This is a team that was supposed to be performing. They were underperforming.
Correct.
They got a new manager in there, and business is getting done.
I agree 100%. They were supposed to be performing. They were underperforming. You took the words right out of my mouth. So it's not like they're exploding. they're doing what the fuck they should have been doing the whole fucking time.
Correct.
Now, another team you want to talk about surprises, Baltimore Orioles turned it the fuck up lately and definitely turned things around. Baltimore is 18-7 in their last 25 games, and their lines are very legit, small lines. Baltimore is now the American League wild card race, just a game and a half behind the second spot.
I have a problem here with Baltimore, though. I came on this podcast 4 or 5 weeks ago and told everybody, start playing Baltimore. They're a value team, and they're winning. Baltimore, though, went and traded probably their best player away 3 days ago. I don't get it. You get a young team that's overperforming. They're a game and a half, 2 games out of the wild card race, and you send the message and trade away your best player. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like the message it sends to the team. And I really feel bad for the team, and I hope these guys keep playing well because this team is surprising everybody, and congrats to them.
Well, congrats. Here's something that you congratulate them for. Like I said, Baltimore Orioles have the best run line record in baseball.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, guys? The best run line record in baseball, 67-36. Cincinnati Reds are out of contention, obviously. Shout out to Stinky Feet Ass Scotty. Your team fucking sucks. I told you that. But the Reds are 7-3 in their last 10 games, including a 8-2 record in the first 5 innings of those games. Reds have won 4 straight games. Does that mean anything? Nope.
No, I mean, some young kids are trying to come together. Maybe the other team wasn't playing real good that night, but the Reds are not a team that's going to consistently win for them.
You don't bet the Reds on your ticket ever. Plain and fucking simple. If you do, you just don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's like going to a strip club and picking out the Boulder Highway girl with a missing tooth when you have 30 other dime pieces to choose from. Just doesn't make any sense. Few golden nuggets here, a big golden nugget. Umpire Andy Fletcher is now 16-3 to the under this season when he's behind home plate. Fucking wow.
I'd be looking to see the next game Andy Fletcher's behind home plate, and I'd probably be playing the home team.
This is one thing that I give people that no one else does.
Correct.
Information you don't get on your game sheet at the fucking casino.
Yeah.
Once again, guys, Andy Fletcher behind home plate, 16-3. I suggest you pay attention to that. Here's another nugget. Home teams are 14-3 when umpire C.B. Bucknor is behind home plate. Once again, home teams are 14-3 when umpire C.B. Bucknor is behind the plate.
That's 30-6, just those two guys.
30-6. How many people that are listening to this podcast have won 30 out of their last 36 games? I'll answer for you. None. Unless they're dealing with El Scorcho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't even think I'm 30. I know I'm not 30-6 in my last 36.
No, I'm not.
And finally, away teams, 16-5 when Angel Hernandez is behind home plate. When your boy Angel Hernandez is behind home plate, away teams are 16-5. You want to get into some golf news, Poppy?
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of back and forth going on between the PGA golfers and the golfers that have left the PGA Tour for the big bucks on the new Saudi Arabian-backed LIV Golf Tour, which is headed by Greg Norman. This week, it was made public that Tiger Woods turned down an amazing $700 to $800 million to leave the PGA for LIV. Here's what Woods said. Woods said, I disagree with it. I think that what they've done is they have turned their back on what has allowed them to get to this position. He was talking about the big names that have left the PGA, including Bryson, Dustin Johnson, Brooks, and Phil Mickelson.
Well, a message to you, Tiger, what I would say to you would be eat a motherfucking dick.
Right.
You're already a fucking billionaire.
There you go.
And this world is all about money, and things aren't the way they used to, like our grandparents that were married for fucking 72 years. The average fucking marriage now is 2 years. Things have changed. Get with the times. And he says he disagrees. They've turned their back at PGA Tours, allowed them to get in this position. Bullshit. Their hard work and dedication to their craft and junior golf and everything they did to get to the PGA is what got them in that position, Tiger. So, little advice, you should have took that $800 million and wouldn't give a fuck what PGA has done for you.
In my opinion,
actually, I got to agree with Tiger. Tiger broke barriers as a black professional athlete in an all-white sport. PGA did back him up. When the racial thing, remember when he won the first tournament and Fuzzy Zeller was like, what are you going to have as your dinner? Fried chicken?
Yeah.
All that redneck fucking prejudice shit?
Yeah.
So they have had his back. So, Tiger, I do agree with what you're saying. PGA has had your back. But you offer me, as a young stud, a few $100 million to go with the Saudis? See ya. I'm going to get that bread.
A couple points here. First off, I believe there's room for both the PGA and the LIV Tour to work together and have all the players be playing. Second off, the PGA, which doesn't want to come out and admit this, a lot of their sponsorship comes from Saudi Arabian money and companies that are from Saudi Arabia and do a lot of business there. So they're penalizing these few golfers, but they have no problem taking the sponsorship money from Saudi Arabian countries. There is room for them to work together, and I really hope it works out because the fans are losing. Golf is losing by not having these guys on the PGA Tour, and I think there is room for these guys to work together. And again, I hope it works out.
In entertainment news, I do want to give a shout-out to Jon Stewart. He has been doing a lot, as weird as that motherfucker is. Comedian, former Daily host Jon Stewart has fought just as hard as anyone for our veterans. And as a result, United States Senate reversed field and passed a bill to help veterans exposed to burn pits. The bill is designed to expand health care coverage for veterans exposed to burn pits and other toxins during the service. Great John. That should have happened a long motherfucking time ago.
Correct. Whether Republican, Democrat, these are veterans who served our country, and they deserve the best health care that there is.
Period. Sports betting news. House and Senate Democrats in Massachusetts finally reached an agreement early Monday on a bill to legalize betting on professional and college sports. Sports books will be taxed 15% on net revenues and from in-person wagers and 20% for online wagers. What the fuck do you think we've been telling you to do from day one?
Yeah.
Legalize it, tax it, get your money, build
Gavin
some schools.
Newsom, hello.
Build some
California,
fucking roads.
Texas, hello.
Do your fucking thing. All them dirty-ass roads out there, all these old-ass fucked-up schools, it'll pay for all that. Anyway, it's just a matter of time before sports betting is legal. We've been backing up the legalization of sports betting for the last 15 years. I told you guys it would happen. It's happened, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, football season is here, but the main message I want to give to you guys is there's no better time than now to build a bankroll for football with Major League Baseball and preseason football. The last thing you want to do is be going into the season betting with your own fucking money. We want to play with the bookies' money, not yours. And like I said, guys, times are turning around. People are getting their health back. Even though COVID made another little run that everybody got sick, you just got to treat it as a flu. COVID is another name for the fucking flu. If you catch it, get better and get right back on the grind. For those of you out there that aren't doing so well, you don't like the job that you're working at, there's plenty of jobs to make a lot of money. At this point in 2022, if I see a guy that is complaining about not having a job, I don't feel sorry for you at all when Starbucks is paying $22 a motherfucking hour.
Correct.
So there's no excuse to be broke. Go get 2-3 jobs. Take care of your motherfucking family. That's your job as a human being. Shout out to all the single fathers out there that take care of their kids. Shout out to the married fathers that take care of their kids, because mother's been doing it since the beginning of motherfucking time. And guys, like I said, this is going to be the biggest sports betting season in history. There will be more money bet this year than there ever has in the history of sports betting. It's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share. At the end of the day, I got mine. I want to help you get yours. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the paparazzi, the crew, Evil Lee, we love you guys, and remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. I'll see you next week.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.